Hey you, yeah you. Should you use a green screen like this? In this video, I'm going to tell you the answer to that. But it's more complicated than you might think. What's up guys, Falcone here. And I use a green screen, primarily. I'm not using one right now. Look, everything is real. It's real. But why aren't I using one now? And why would I usually use one? We're going to dig into that. I'm going to give you quite a nuanced opinion here. So firstly, why would somebody use a green screen? For those of you that don't know, what a green screen is it's just a green wall. As you can see here, that is me sitting in front of a green screen. But why would you want to sit in front of a green wall on a video? That's kind of weird. The reason you'd want to do that is because you can edit it out. Come and see, I'll show you. All right, you ready for this? Check it out, it's super simple. So this is me in OBS. I'm gonna right click on webcam. I'm gonna click filters. I'm gonna click the little plus sign here. I'm gonna click chroma key. We're gonna type in green screen. And voila, automatically it's gonna go straight to green. In case it doesn't, in case it sets to something else like magenta, you go, ooh, that's a weird effect. You're gonna click on that, you're gonna click on green. And there you go. There's some dials you can move around if it's not perfect, but voila, green screen initiated. Back to the video. So you've established that you can edit out the background if you're using a green screen. Well, why would you want to do that? There are plenty of reasons you may want to use a green screen. Reason number one, if you don't want a background, if you just want to have yourself in front of the game you are playing, that is a good reason to use a green screen. Maybe your PC is in a very messy room, you've got boxes behind you or loads of rubbish and you don't want to show it on stream. Great, get a green screen. There are plenty of quick and easy ways you can do this. I have the more complicated type of green screen where it is actually a wall that has been painted with chroma key paint. Chroma key paint. But other people may use something as simple as just buying a green screen, a foldable green screen online, or even what I did in my early days and get a green cloth. Check this out. I've literally been using this for years. I have no idea where it came from, but this was my first ever green screen. It's pretty cool, right? Now, I literally just found it in my house someday, and I've been using it ever since. I use it when I'm using my regular shot to hide the fridge behind me, because that's sometimes in shot. You can use it to drape it across yourself like an invisibility cloak. But yeah, literally anything green with a consistent color can work as a green screen. But you need to have good lighting. And with this comes the first reason I would recommend not having a green screen. A bad green screen looks much worse than no green screen. Let me show you. All right, so here is my green screen lit appropriately. Yes, my fridge is down there, not covered up. Ignore that. Everything that is meant to be green and invisible is invisible. This is a green screen lit well. This is the same green screen, same camera. All I've done is turned my lights off, and as you can see, it's now just a fuzzy mess where everything's quite dark and the camera can't quite distinguish what is green and what isn't. People often make the mistake, they say, oh, if I get a better camera, my green screen will look better. No. You get better lighting, your green screen will look better. The camera can make a marginal difference, but the lighting is so much more important. So I told you one reason to get a green screen, and I told you one reason not to, but unfortunately there's more reasons not to coming up. And I say unfortunately again because my office has been purpose built as a green screen. Back when I was younger, I thought this was an amazing idea. I don't want you to make the same mistake. Reason number two not to use a green screen is that people find it insincere. One of the advantages of Twitch is going into a stream and feeling like you're hanging out with a friend, hanging out with someone in their bedroom as they're just casually playing video games. Streaming with a green screen behind you gives a very different vibe to the kind of classic Twitch vibe. The idea that, yeah, I'm just chill and playing games with you. When you've got a green screen, suddenly it's like, ooh, this is a bit of a different experience. I think there really is something to be said. The difference between watching a friend play a video game and watching a complete stranger who's like a professional play a video game. And one of the things that makes some of the more popular streamers on Twitch so successful is that it feels like you're watching a friend play a video game. Anything that takes away from your own personality, typically that's something you want to avoid on Twitch, and removing your own background, whether that's your bedroom or what, that is taking away from your personality and probably not advisable. So where are we at? Reasons to use a green screen? You don't like your background, you want to remove it. Reasons against using a green screen: it can look shoddy, and it can take away from your personality. And they're the main points that I wanted to make, to be honest. But now just to delve a little bit deeper into that, there are ways that you can use a green screen and still show off your personality. This is something I've been arguing for a long time and will continue to argue it, though I don't think this is the perfect solution. But what I prefer to do, rather than just put yourself in front of the game with your background invisible so that it's just you and game, I prefer to have a manufactured background that you've made yourself. I'm going to be showing the difference between those two things if you're confused about what I'm talking about, but rather than just having you and game superimposed, having you in front of a fake background that you have designed or had commissioned, and then have the game behind that. So just to show exactly what I'm talking about, this is me using the green screen to create my tavern-y background behind me. Here's a full image of that. This was commissioned years ago when I was a full-time Hearthstone streamer. It's a piece of artwork that I had made, and I animated it. But here is what it looks like actually in front of the game. See, there's a very clear distinguisher between me and the game. Alternatively, without the background, it would look more like this, with the gameplay there. Everyone has their own preference. In my opinion, this just lacks a little bit of that extra character that the personal flair that the background adds. Well, it feels like that defeats the purpose. The purpose of using a green screen is not to make as much of the game visible as possible. The purpose of using a green screen is to get rid of your own background. So by replacing your own background with another background that could look real or could look very not real, however, still be full of character, that is a good way to go. So you may be thinking, okay, Dan, you're telling me that not using a green screen is better than using a green screen. Should I just have my bedroom, my bed, my made tidy bed in the background? Is that the perfect solution? Well, no, that's not it either. And this is where things get complicated. Your personality needs to be in the background in some way or another. That's not to say it has to be completely authentic. It is to say that it has to appear authentic. Some of my very favorite backdrops that I've seen on Twitch is my friend Birdkeeper Toby, and also another friend of mine, Brawl Stars caster Ark. Ark's background is so authentic. It is him, it is Brawl Stars, it is plushies, and it's sound tiles, because yeah, it is his studio. It's also lit beautifully, and honestly, Ark's background is just wonderful. And I think, in my opinion, this is the best possible thing you can have with a backdrop on Twitch. It is something that looks authentic, is you, but also looks professional and easy on the eyes. Fake lighting, or like fairy lights or whatever, or these neon lights that can just smoothly light a background, they really make it pop. I might even look at doing something like that here. So in my opinion, if you had all of the money, all of the space, all of the whatever, the #1 background you should have on a Twitch is just a set. Something that you've set up, something that shows your personality, shows what you're about, and is super easy on the eyes. And in an ideal scenario, if you want the best of both worlds, get a fold-out green screen, stick that in front. You can use that whenever you like. Because other particularly cool advantages I found to using a green screen is being able to do stuff like this. My old sub alerts were all filmed in front of a green screen. This kind of thing, my old going live screen, this stuff is cool.
Master Chief, you mind telling me what you're doing on that ship?
Sir, finishing this fight.
And there's definitely stuff that you can use a green screen for. I use a green screen while streaming even to this day, and I have a fun channel point reward where my viewers can submit a background that goes onto my stream, and then they can pay channel points to have that background appear whenever they want. There's a little glitch effect. The background appears, the old one goes away. It's cool. It's like, I think it's 10,000 channel points to submit a new one, and then 1,000 to change the background. And that's fun, and that's something that my viewers really like. So the final point I'm going to make about green screens is that if you can find creative ways to use them, especially ways in which your viewers can interact with them, they can definitely be worthwhile. But there you go, there's all of my thoughts on a green screen. We've been very back and forth between the twos and the fros. I'm using one for now, simply because my whole studio space has been designed for it, and it's difficult for me to do anything else. In the long term, will I always use a green screen forever? I don't know. Again, for my talkie videos, we're looking at this for now. That's not a green screen, that's real. Is it real? I think it's real. It's real. Join my Discord server where we have a whole bunch of streamers talking about this kind of thing all of the time. It's the Streamer Workshop channel. If you're trying to grow your stream, trying to work on notes for improvement, that is the best place to go. You just have to send me a DM once you join the Discord to get access to it because it is exclusive, streamers only. And check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/Falcone hosts. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.